I'm Ryan, and I'm back again, already, but for a preview of Toronto FC versus Chicago Fire at BMO Field for tomorrow's game preview. First, we will talk about the Omar Browne rumor, Omar Browne to TFC rumor. Or Omar Browne, if you think Caldwell said it the right way, but the Yahoo Sports guy and the Univision guy said Brownie, so whatever floats your boat. But I'll say Brown because most of the people who watch this probably come from TFC Reddit and all that, and they probably think Caldwell said it right. And I like Stephen Caldwell. I'm just saying, I don't know I think it's actually Brownie because I think that's what it said on Wikipedia, but point being is if it happens, they'll look into it. Omar Browne from Independiente La Chorrera in the Panamanian Football League. Toronto FC's bane to Toronto FC's existence during the CONCACAF Champions League tie may sign with Toronto FC. It is reported by Panamanian sources that there has been an agreement between Independiente La Chorrera and Toronto FC for the sale of Omar Browne. Brown. I'm confusing myself. And he will be, at worst, a TAM player. He will not be a DP because we have no room for DPs, but it sounds like this may be under the TAM threshold. He may just be a regular player without no TAM or DP status. He just gets regular salary, which, makes sense because he plays for a Panamanian team. They don't pay Jack nothing. They pay him peanuts, probably. Toronto, whatever they give him, even if it was the minimum, would probably set him good. He probably ain't seen that much money at all. So, he probably would have to pay him a little more so he could get at least an apartment in Toronto. I don't think the man wants to live in Brampton, but Panamanian sources report the deal is very close. Steve Buffery from Toronto Sun has said differently. He said that he hasn't heard much about the deal or how close it is yet, and he hasn't heard much about it. Which doesn't mean it isn't happening, but I'm sure Toronto would rather make sure it's happening before really putting it out there. Even though if Panamanian sources are reporting it, I would believe it. Because here's the thing. It's kind of like that Antonio Valencia thing. I don't care who you are. Sources are sources. Just because Toronto ain't talking about it yet, if you notice, they haven't talked about any of possible TAM signings since Pozuelo. They haven't talked about that. They didn't talk about Richie Larea. They ain't talked about Brown. All I'm saying is they ain't talked about nothing since Pozuelo. Maybe Menendez. Maybe they've talked about that. But they ain't talked about much. So, honestly, I called this. I believe it's going to happen. I said I think Brown would be great at TFC. I think Omar Browne would be great at TFC. He's a pacey winger, pacey midfielder, could team up well with Pozuelo and Altidore and Osorio. If you need to play him, you play him. Put him where Delgado is. I think he's probably better than Delgado. He already could score on an MLS team because he scored on us. And we're the best MLS team. Probably best CONCACAF team when we go into the tournament next year. So, honestly, I think he's quality. He's a low risk, high reward player, I think. Now, to go on to the Toronto FC versus Chicago match preview, Chicago Fire are coming into this match with 1 win, 1 draw, and 2 losses. That 1 draw coming against Orlando when they were down a man. Chicago down a man, that is. And now they have brought in Nico Gaitan, who used to play for Benfica and Atletico Madrid. The dude is a good player. But it's kind of like David Villa with New York. He's just going to make them look better. Because Chicago is not that good without Gaitan. And he's going to play in Toronto. But all they really have besides him is like a small drop in quality with Basti Schweinsteiger, Dax McCarty, and Nemanja Nikolic, I don't think they're really going to have a good game against Toronto. Toronto has Pozuelo. They're going to start Pozuelo. The only person they ain't going to start that's in their preferred 11 is Alro. But honestly, I think you can move Nick DeLeon down as a attacking right back like Alro. Or you could have a 3-4-1-1 like they did kind of like in the last game and put DeLeon in that spot. And you could do it that way. Well, they didn't do a 3-4-1-2 in the last game, but they could do a 3-4-1-2 in the vein of a game like last game. But instead, just make the middle 4 Pozuelo, Altidore. So, all you could really... That's how you get Alro out of the lineup, you see. That's a very smart idea. Now, here's the thing. Alro does have hamstring tightness from the last game against New York City FC. I don't know how it happened. Vanny didn't really get into it that much. I didn't see it on the game. I didn't really see it. Maybe it was off ball and they didn't show it, but I didn't see it. I didn't think Alro we had any reason to think he was injured. Yeah, I'm surprised by this, but it happens. You get crocked sometimes, and you have to work with your depth. But we have Alejandro Pozuelo. I don't think that matters. I think that Toronto, this game may be a little bit harder than the New York City FC game, but I think this will be an easy win, especially with Pozuelo. I think this will be 3-1 TFC. And, yeah, I think we're going to win this one easily. And by the way, Warshaw, don't you dare say hack or kick at a player again. We all heard what you said. That was dirty. I bet Miguel Herrera would love you because that's what he does. He has his players hack at players his team is playing. Oh, how do we know that? Oh, Toronto's players were injured after the Club America series in CONCACAF last year. And that's what caused the loss to Chivas. Even though we had good depth during that series, it just caught up to it. Okay, I can't say that because if Bono would have saved that free kick or we would have scored on one of those like 5 or 6 chances we got against Chivas at home, we wouldn't be singing that tune, but he still hurt our team. And then everybody started coming back too quick because they knew they were trying to get pace in the league. And Altidore, Morel, Vasquez, Mavinga, everybody started coming back too quick, and that was the death knell of this team last year because of Miguel Herrera, because of ideas of kicking at players, attacking players, injuring, not trying to injure, but accidentally injuring because you're kicking at them, players. That's what Warshaw is saying. You want that? Look at Miguel Herrera. Look at any Club America game. Look at the Toronto FC Club America CONCACAF series from last year. It's what they do. I don't like it, especially after last year and how horrible that was. And I equate it to that because everybody started coming back so quickly from the knocks they picked up. We just couldn't get back on track. So I blame Miguel Herrera. And also the defense for being completely trash. But Miguel Herrera is the root cause of that. Because of ideas like yours, Warshaw. You want to see Toronto fail? That's how you see us fail. Now, I don't want to see any Chicago player kick at Alejandro Pozuelo. I don't want to see any player kick at Alejandro Pozuelo, get chippy, try to injure him or put him on his butt because they need to send a message. That makes no sense, and that is wrong and ignorant to say that. I think that is disgusting, okay? So, Warshaw, you could do what you want, but that was just wrong for you to say on Extra Time. Just no. No, no. You deserve the hate you get from that, from TFC fans and other fans who agree with TFC fans. And I'm surprised there are some. Point being, projected 11 for this game. I'm going with a 3-4-1-1. Alex Bono in goal. At the back three, Mavinga, Moore, and let's see. Mavinga, Moore, Mavinga, Moore, and Morgan. I don't want Zavaleta. No, Mavinga, Moore, and Saman. Moro. No, wait, no, yeah, we could put Moro at the back. Okay, Mavinga, Moore, Moro. 4. Osorio, Delgado, Bradley, De Leon, Pozuelo, Altidore at striker. That's my projected 11 for this game. I think TFC is going to win 3-1. It's going to be a pretty easy game. A good early afternoon game. 2 o'clock Central Time, 3 o'clock Eastern Time, 1 o'clock Mountain, I guess, and 12 o'clock Western, but I know there ain't nobody there. I'm just saying that because I kind of had to finish that off, didn't I? Okay. Thank you for watching. If you have anything to agree with or disagree with, put them in the comments below. Put them on the Reddit post, wherever I post this, and you want to say something. If you want to say it here or Reddit, I don't care. Say it somewhere. I'll answer. If you like this video, share it, subscribe, tell all your friends, and thank you for watching. I'm Ryan. I'm out. Peace. See you tomorrow.